When my wife and I bought our house 5 years ago, the best part wasn't the fancy open floor plan or the manicured lawns. It was the well. See, our neighborhood sits right on the edge of a dry patch of Texas Hill Country, and water rights out here are worth more than gold some summers. The original builder put in a shared well for all 8 homes on our side of the cul-de-sac. Everyone splits the upkeep, everyone gets water, no problem. Or so I thought, until the HOA changed hands last year. The new president, a retired big shot named Carl, decided he didn't like unmetered usage. He wanted everyone hooked up to the new city line he'd brokered a deal for, an expensive switch with new fees. Naturally, I said no thanks. My well share was grandfathered into my deed. No HOA amendment could force me to switch. Carl didn't like that answer. First, he sent me letters about excessive usage. We run a garden, a small greenhouse, and I water our goats. But we maintain the pump ourselves, always have. The HOA dues cover the community landscaping, not my backyard tomatoes. Then came the threats, fines for overwatering, claims my usage was unfair to the neighborhood. I sent him a copy of my deed showing my water rights in black and white. He ignored it. I figured that was the end of it, until one blazing July afternoon when I turned on the tap and nothing came out. My wife checked the spigot at the goat pen, bone dry. I ran to the well shed and found the lock changed. A big old padlock hung there like a middle finger. I called Carl. He answered on the first ring. "Until you agree to the city hookup and pay the connection fee, you're cut off," he said, all smug. I tried to stay calm. "That's theft," I told him. "I have a legal share." "Take it up with the board," he said, and hung up. Well, he should have checked who he was messing with. I run a small solar installation company, mostly cabins and off-grid ranches. If he wanted to play dirty, I'd play smarter. The next morning, I called my cousin, a licensed well contractor. By sunset, we had a brand new, high-efficiency solar pump sunk into my portion of the aquifer, a deeper channel I'd already tested years ago in case the old pump failed. I installed a solar array on my shed roof, hooked up storage batteries, and plumbed my line straight to my house and livestock troughs. When the HOA board found out, mostly because my neighbor, Carl's buddy, complained I was stealing water, I handed them copies of my well permit and the county survey. Turns out the old shared well straddled 2 separate underground veins. My new pump only tapped mine, and the paperwork proved it. They tried to say I was diverting community resources. The county water board laughed them out of the office. My water rights trumped their fake rules. The best part? With my new system, my side of the fence is greener than ever. My goats are happy, my garden's lush, while the hill's fancy entrance lawn turned brown the moment Carl realized they'd have to pay for city water, with zero help from me. A few of my neighbors quietly asked me how much it cost to hook up their own solar pumps. I gave them the neighbor discount. 3 months later, 4 houses are off Carl's precious city line, too. Now the HOA's stuck paying the full minimum usage fees for that city hookup they forced through. Carl's big deal turned into an overpriced trickle no one wants. Meanwhile, the sun keeps my pump humming, and Carl can't do a thing about it.